Alrighty, I believe that we are now live. So, hello, everybody. Welcome to Star Wars Trivia Night, hosted by Chicago Force. Thank you so much to Chicago Force for hosting this awesome trivia night for your group. I'm very excited to host trivia for you guys. I am a Star Wars fan myself. I'm wearing my Ahsoka shirt for trivia tonight. And I also have, I'll get this in early so that nobody yells at me for it when there are a few more people joining. But I also have my Jar Jar Binks koozie that says Jar Jar Drinks. So very much somebody who loves Star Wars for all of its parts. And I saw we dropped a few viewers there. No, I'm kidding. So again, welcome to Trivia Night. My name is Phoebe. I will be your host for Star Wars Trivia tonight. I'm very excited to get started hosting trivia for you guys, but we're not going to get started for another 10 minutes or so. Just want to make sure that everybody has time to join the game. The link to play trivia tonight should have, you guys should have seen that in the Facebook group. But just in case, hello Jedi Autobot. I'm glad you're looking forward to trivia tonight. There's the link to trivia just in case. And while we're here early, if you guys want to use a fun team name, you're going to want to enter that instead. It asks for a first name, I believe, but you're going to want to enter in a team name instead. And that is the time to do that. If you want to change it, you still have time. Hello, Joshua. Thank you for joining in. I'm excited to host trivia for everybody tonight. And I hope that this is a nice night for everybody. I know that this would have been Star Wars Celebration weekend. I myself had tickets, and I'm sad that we're all not there right now, but 2 years from now, I'm sure everything will be even bigger than better than it would have been this year. So, hopefully anyway. But, like I said, it is Star Wars Trivia Night. We do have 30 questions related to Star Wars for you all. To my memory, they are mostly associated with the movies. There might be one or two that lean towards some of the shows, but they're, for the most part, these are all questions from the 9 main movies from that Skywalker saga, if you will. So we will have one practice question to get started, and that's just to get you guys used to how trivia is going to work tonight and how this system goes. And then there will be 15 multiple choice questions, which are exactly what they sound like. Hello, John. Yes, this is my Ahsoka Tano shirt. I am a huge Ahsoka fan. She's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, if not of all time. She's awesome. But yeah, I got this shirt last year at Star Wars Celebration, where I was able to meet Ashley, who is a total gem. Thank you. Hello, Ryan. Thank you for joining in. I'm glad that there are some people excited to play Star Wars trivia tonight. Where was I? Oh, yes. After the multiple choice questions, which are just going to be 4 possible answers, there will be 15 write-in questions, and that's exactly what it sounds like as well. I will ask you the question, you will write in the answer. The case for the multiple choice questions is the same as it is for the write-in questions. You have 30 seconds to answer, and they are all worth 150 points each in value. So, with the multiple choice questions, you will have 30 seconds to answer, but as that time ticks down from 30 seconds, your points possible will go down. So, if you answer with only 15 seconds left, then it's only worth 75 points even if you get it right. So I always say go with your gut, because you never know. That gut feeling might be the right answer. I always say with trivia, your gut feeling is probably going to be correct. It's better to just trust it, and then if you wait until the end, even if you're correct, you'll only get 5 or 10 points. So that's a little bit of a pro tip. With the write-in questions, however, and I will rephrase this once we get to the write-in questions, you will have the 30 seconds to answer, but the points possible will not tick down as the timer does. So take your time, make sure autocorrect doesn't come and bite you on those ones. I know that there are some names of things in Star Wars that are a little harder to spell, so take the 30 seconds, make sure you have your answer as you want to submit it, and then hit submit. Something to note, I can on my end accept answers that are like close enough, but it's gotta be close enough. We have some of these that are, numerical answers, and there's not a lot of room for error on those numerical answers. It's either one number or another one. But for the most part, most of them are not too hard to spell. We don't have, Kashyyyk in there, and if you spell it wrong, I would have accepted that for points anyways. But we're going to get started in just about 5 minutes here, so you guys have some time to grab a drink if you need, run to the bathroom before we get started. I just like to give everyone time to get all settled in and to make sure that everybody is here. And again, I'm bummed myself that Star Wars Celebration could not happen this weekend, but I've seen a lot of wonderful small shops participate and offer people some really cool stuff, even though we cannot be there in person. But let me see. I want to let you guys know there is a little bit of a lag usually on YouTube, so unfortunately there's not a whole lot that I can do on my end about that. What I can recommend is to make sure that you have your eyes on whatever device that you're playing as often as you can. And that way you'll know exactly when the timer starts for every question. Because sometimes I'll say, oh, the timer's begun, but it'll have started on your phone or whatever device you're playing on a few seconds before I said so. Whatever device you're playing on, I do think it's a little easier to play on a computer or a laptop and then have YouTube up on the TV or what have you. That way also you can turn up the volume a little bit. I always find my TV is way louder than my computer. I wish they were a little more even, but that's a good way too to make sure that you're not taking up too much bandwidth and that hopefully nothing is lagging too badly for yourself. If you are having any issues, I recommend refreshing the page, and that should hopefully alleviate any issues that you're having. One caveat with that, make sure you have the team name that you want right now, because if you change your team name partway through, then it'll reset all your points. And I'm not sure whether you guys have prizes that you're giving away, but the glory of being the most correct is still a prize worth having with any kind of trivia. Yeah, gonna get started in just a few minutes here. Thank you again to Chicago Force for sponsoring trivia. Very excited to be hosting for a Chicago group. I am a Chicago native myself, and for people that love Star Wars. I mentioned it towards the beginning, but we do have questions that span the 9 movies that are part of that. I don't know how to phrase this quite right, apparently, but there isn't exactly going to be trivia from the holiday special, so don't worry too much about that. At some point in the future, we've had talks about having trivia that's for the public as a whole that will be a little bit more in depth and go into the TV shows as well as the movies themselves. But again, we have... Oh, Chicago Force had a fan table at Celebration last year. That is awesome. Last year at Celebration was my first Celebration personally, and it was just absolutely amazing. I'm kind of trying to keep the memories of how great that was with me, despite the fact that it's not happening this weekend. It's for the best, but that is really cool. I guess that might not happen in Anaheim. I know they do a pretty good job about letting fan groups table and to have things displayed, which is totally awesome. It's something I loved about it is it does really feel like a community at that con. It's Star Wars fans, and everybody I met was really, really, really nice, which is great. Because sometimes online with some of the things that Star Wars will put out, people are not quite so nice. I've noticed that I'm sure I don't want to start a debate. I've noticed people are not too happy about the Star Wars update for The Sims, which I think is very cute that everything is on Batuu, which is from the Disney parks. I think that's very cute, but a lot of people seem to think it's kind of stupid, which I think is strange. I think it sounds like fun. If anything, I'm only upset that Lego Star Wars got delayed a little bit. That's something that I could have used a lot sooner. But we're going to get started in just a minute here. So let your friends know that if they want to play trivia, now's the time to join in. Of course, if somebody is running a little bit late, there's still time to catch up points and get higher on the leaderboard. I've seen it happen before. But with something like Star Wars trivia, it's probably best to get in as early as you can and get those multiple choice points on the board while the questions are a little bit easier. I'm not saying that multiple choice questions in general are easier, but it's nice to have a 25% chance of being correct. So quick recap for anybody who's just joined. We have one practice question to start us off. We have 15 multiple choice questions following that, and there will be 15 write-in questions to end. We will be going over the standings every 5 questions or so, time permitting, just so that everyone can see where they are in the standings and we can read off the fun team names that I'm sure you guys will come up with. And we will go over how everyone answered after each question, which is fun. Even if you answer incorrectly, it's not going to say, oh, well, Phoebe got that one wrong and she's the only one who didn't know it. So don't worry if you're totally off base, it will not call you out. One more thing to note before we get started. Unfortunately, I only have this one. Yeah, can we Obi-Wan? Let's go, B. Yes, Jacob. One more quick thing. I just want to let you guys know that I only have one monitor that I host trivia on, so I will not be able to read the YouTube comments while I'm hosting trivia. I apologize for that, and I will check in on the comments after the multiple choice rounds, so at the halfway point. But if you're having issues, try refreshing the page. Hopefully that'll help everything. And with that being said, cheers to you guys. One more show off of my wonderful Jar Jar Binks koozie. And let's Obi-Wan, let's go be. Gonna switch over my screen now. And you should see Baig of Tricks Online Star Wars Trivia Chicago Force 8/28/20, which is of course today's date. We do have a practice question, like I mentioned, to get us all started, so let's get right to that. All right, what is the name of your host today? That's me. I think it'll be pretty obvious even if you missed me saying what my name was based on context clues, but I could be wrong. So, what is the name of your host today? Is it A, Rey, B, Jin, C, Padme, or D, Phoebe? That timer has now begun, and I apologize, it looks like this question only has 25 seconds on the clock. I'm gonna go in and make sure that that's not the case for the following questions after this. But this is just the first question. It's only for practice, so luckily that's a very easy fix for me. And it looks like we have 47 people playing, which is awesome, or at least if people change team names, that might have fluctuated a little bit. However, that's time for question 1. So that's how the questions will go. I'll read the question, then every possible answer, and then open it up for answering. And then we'll take a look at how everyone answered. So 26 of you said Phoebe and 1 said Jin. While Jin is super cool, I love Rogue One personally. My name is Phoebe, which is sadly not yet featured in Star Wars canon, at least to my knowledge. But it's never too late. There's always more Star Wars. So that was just question 1. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can fix up that countdown timer for you guys. There we go, 30 seconds, all changed. So here is question number 2. This question is worth actual points. So which character has the first spoken lines in A New Hope? Is it A, Darth Vader, B, Luke Skywalker, C, C-3PO, or D, Uncle Owen? That timer has started. Go ahead and submit what you think the answer is here. Which of these characters has the first spoken lines in A New Hope? Is that Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, C-3PO, or Uncle Owen? I want to shout out to my hair. It's being a little bit flippy like Luke's in that first movie today. You have just a few seconds left to answer this one. Which of these characters has the first spoken lines in A New Hope? All right, and that's time. Let's see who knew it. 26 of you said 3PO, 2 said Luke, and 1 said Vader. The right answer, as I'm assuming will be the case for most of these questions tonight, lies with the majority, and the majority said it was 3PO. That's the correct answer. So that's points on the board for 26 teams tonight. We still have plenty more chances to get points on the board, so here is question number 3. All right, what color is the lightsaber used by Yoda? Is it A, blue, B, purple, C, red, or D, green? And that timer has now started. Go ahead and submit what you think the answer is. What color is the lightsaber used by Yoda? Is it blue, purple, red, or green? I think this is a little bit of an easy one, but I do love that the GIF always reminds me of that, the bad lip reading video. Just a few seconds left on this one. All right, and that is time for question 3. Let's take a look and see who knew it. Golly, it's all of you. So that is points across the board for everybody. 100% of you got that one correct. And something else nice, the answer was green, and now that choice is filled with green because it was the correct answer. So that's a little bit fun. All right, that was an easy one. Let's see how you do with question 4. What planet's moon hides a rebel base amidst ancient Massassi temples? Is it A, Tatooine, B, Yavin, C, Hoth, or D, Kashyyyk? That timer has started. Go ahead and put your answer in now. Which of these planets' moons hides a rebel... No. Which planet's moon hides a rebel base amidst ancient Massassi temples? Is it A, Tatooine, B, Yavin, C, Hoth, or D, Kashyyyk? What's nice about not being able to see the comments is if I butcher any of these names and someone calls me out for it, I can't see it. So I'm sure I'll mispronounce a few things tonight. So if I mispronounced, I never know if it's Yavin or Yavin, just like I don't know if it's Lothcat or Lothcat. So feel free to drag me in the comments anyway. Alrighty, so let's see how you did. 25 said Yavin, 3 said Hoth, 1 said Tatooine. The right answer here is Yavin. 25 of you got that one correct. Well done there. So that's points for 25 teams. Here's question number 5. What color was the bantha milk that was served in Luke's home? Was it A, pink, B, blue, C, green, or D, white? That timer has started. Go ahead and get your answers in now. What color was the bantha milk served in Luke's home? Was it pink, blue, green, or white? Just about 10 seconds left on this one. Made me want to rewatch the movies. All right, and that's time for question 5. Let's take a look at how you did. Well, 29 of you said blue, and you are 100% correct. That's another easy one, so cheers to that. If anyone else has been to the parks, I highly, or if you have plans to go at some point, next year or whenever, the blue milk there, spiked, is very good. Just a quick recommendation. So now we're going to go to question number 6, and then we'll take our first look at the leaderboard for the night. So who was the one to kill Jango Fett? Was it A, Obi-Wan Kenobi, B, Anakin Skywalker, C, Yoda, or D, Mace Windu? That timer has now begun. Go ahead and submit what you think the answer is here. Who killed Jango Fett? Was that Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, Yoda, or Mace Windu? This year is the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. I don't know whether this will bring joy to anyone, but in 2022, when Star Wars Celebration will happen again, it will be the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones. Pretty cool, huh? All right, let's take a look here. 21 of you said Mace Windu, 4 said Obi-Wan Kenobi, 3 said Anakin Skywalker, and nobody said Yoda. You'd be correct in thinking that it's not Yoda. It is not. The right answer here is Mace Windu, with 75% of you putting points on the board with that one. So, like I promised, here is that look at the leaderboard for the first time. Oh my god. I guess that the points decreasing timer is off. Let me go ahead and turn that on for a second. I was just so confused. There we go. Okay, so right now, golly, there are just a few ties across the board. I apologize for the error there. That has now been fixed. But boy, oh boy, there's a big old tie for first place. And I'm not entirely sure how many teams that we have playing total tonight. But right now, the first place teams technically are TK61455, Richards, and Dr. Jawa, with the rest of the team scrolling by below. There they go. We have Shy Force, Ed, Minox, Eddie C, Team Cream, It's Over, Bananakin, Tano's Troopers, Seagull, Stop It Now, Jake, Obi-Wan, Solo and the Wookiee, many Bothans died to bring us this trivia, Bobo Mac, Aluminum Falcon, Carl vs. Carl, Chess, Jar Jar Drinks, thank you. It's a good koozie, right? Jedi Knight 3720, The Orphan Protagonist, Sorella Sand, Emperor Palpatine, Yoda, Emily, Falcons, Lindsay, Tonks, and I think I might have missed just one on the end of this one. Yes, Desperately Seeking a Night Out at the Cantina. Missed that probably because it was a little bit longer. But there we go. Those are all of your teams playing tonight. I guess that's got to be 30 teams. I guess we'll find out once these standings are evened out a little bit more. But here's question number 7. Who interrupts Han and Leia's first kiss? Is that A, Luke, B, Chewbacca, C, R2-D2, or D, C-3PO? That timer has now started. Go ahead and submit your answer. You will now see that the points are in fact decreasing, so that should break up the standings just a little bit. Those first questions were pretty easy for you guys though, so I'm not too worried about those extra points for some of you. Just a few seconds left on this one. All right, and that's time on question number 7. Let's see how you did. 22 of you said C-3PO, 4 said Luke, 2 said Chewbacca, and 2 said R2-D2. The right answer here is 3PO. 73% of you were correct there. He seems to be doing that a lot. All right, that was question 7. Here is question number 8. What is the name of the creature that Jabba tries to feed Luke to, which he kills it by dropping an iron door on its neck? Is it A, Wampa, B, Sarlacc, C, Bantha, or D, Rancor? That timer has started. Go ahead and submit what you think the answer is here. What is the name of the creature that Jabba tries to feed Luke to, which he kills by dropping an iron door on its neck? Is it a Wampa, a Sarlacc, a Bantha, or a Rancor? And while I apologize, I know that Wampa is spelled wrong. I did not catch that when going over these questions. I apologize. Pardon me. I don't think anyone guessed that anyway. But all the same, it is the principle of the thing, so there we go. Okay, let's see how you did. 27 of you said Rancor, 2 said Bantha, and 1 said Sarlacc. The right answer here is Rancor. 90% of you were correct there. So well done to those 27 teams. That's some points on the board. Here's question number 9. What was the call sign of Admiral Akbar's ship during the battle on Endor? Is it Home 1, Red 2, Base 1, or Blue Leader? That timer has begun. Go ahead and submit what you think the answer is here. What was the call sign of Admiral Akbar's ship during the battle on Endor? Was it Home 1, Red 2, Base 1, or Blue Leader? Just a few seconds left here. Alrighty, and that's time on question number 9. Alright, here's how you did. We have 14 saying Home 1, 6 said Base 1, 6 said Blue Leader, and 3 of you said Red 2. The correct answer here, with 48% of you saying Home 1, you are right. That's 14 teams getting that one correct. Well done. Here's question number 10. What is the color of C-3PO's arm in Star Wars The Force Awakens? Is it A, blue, B, red, C, green, or D, black? That timer has started. Go ahead and submit your answers now. What is the color of C-3PO's arm in Star Wars The Force Awakens? Is it A, blue, B, red, C, green, or D, black? Just under half the time left on this one. All right, that's time on question number 10. Let's see who knew this one. 27 of you said red and 2 said black. 27 of you are absolutely correct. That's 93% of the teams playing tonight. You guys knew it was a red arm. So well done there. We are going to go to question 11 and then take another look at the leaderboard, and hopefully it'll have changed a little. All right, question 11. Which person, along with Wald, R2-D2, and C-3PO, comprises Anakin's pod race pit crew in Episode 1? Is it A, Kitster, B, Watto, C, Sebulba, or D, Jira? Timer has started. What do you think? Go ahead and submit your choice. Which person, along with Wald, R2-D2, and C-3PO, comprises Anakin's pod race pit crew in Episode 1? Is it Kitster, Watto, Sebulba, or Jira? All right, and that's time on question 11. Let's see who knew this one. 16 of you said Kitster, 5 said Watto, 5 said Jira, and 2 said Sebulba. The right answer on this one is indeed Kitster, with 57% of you knowing that answer. We have just 5 questions left in our multiple choice round, but before that, let's see the leaderboard. It's a little bit shuffled around. So we do have a little bit more definitive placements in the rankings there, even though a lot of you are still doing really well, which is awesome. Do have 30 teams playing tonight. Oh, 31. There we go. Thank you guys so much for playing trivia with me. And first, I think this is about the same. We have TK61455 in first, Dr. Jawa in second, and Eddie C in third there. And not too many points difference, like barely any. So, this is still very much anyone's game. Here's question number 12. As seen in episode 7, on what planet is Maz Kanata's watering hole located? Is that A, Bespin, B, Mustafar, C, Takodana, or D, Geonosis? Timer has begun. Go ahead and submit your answer. As seen in episode 7, on what planet is Maz Kanata's watering hole located? Is it Bespin, Mustafar, Takodana, or Geonosis? All right, that's time on question 12. Let's see who knew this one. 21 said Takodana, 5 said Bespin, 2 said Mustafar, and 1 said Geonosis. The correct answer on this one is Takodana. 72% of you guys knew that one. Well done. Here is question number 13. Who was Luke's gunner during the battle on Hoth? Was that A, Tycho Kelchu? Oh my god, I'm so sorry for some of these. B, Wedge Antilles, C, Dak Ralter, or D, Biggs Darklighter? That timer has begun. Go ahead and submit your choice. Who was Luke's gunner during the battle on Hoth? Was it Tycho Selchu, Wedge Antilles, Dak Ralter, or Biggs Darklighter? All right, that's time on question 13. Let's see how you did. 21 of you said Dak Ralter, 6 said Wedge Antilles, 2 said Tycho Selchu, and nobody said Biggs. But that's okay, because the correct answer here is Dak Ralter. 72% of you guys got that one correct. So well done on question 13 there. Here's question number 14. Who told Rey, "I am no Jedi, but I know the Force"? Was it A. Saw Gerrera, B. Chirrut Imwe, C. Maz Kanata, or D. Han Solo? That timer has started. Go ahead and submit your answers. Who told Rey, "I am no Jedi, but I know the Force"? Was that Saw Gerrera, Chirrut Imwe, Maz Kanata, or Han Solo? You have just about half the time left on this one. All right, that's time on question 14. Let's see how you did. 24 said Maz Kanata, and 5 of you said Han Solo. It was one of those choices. The other two were in Rogue One. So the right answer here is Maz Kanata. 83% of you got that one correct. Well done to those 24 teams. Here is question number 15. What planet was led by a prime minister named Lama Su? Is that A. Camino, B. Naboo, C. Dantooine, or D. Jakku? That timer has begun. Go ahead and submit what you guys think the answer is here. What planet was led by a prime minister named Lama Su? Was that Camino, Naboo, Dantooine, or Jakku? All right, that's time on question number 15. Let's see who knew this one. All righty. 24 of you said Camino, 4 said Naboo, 1 said Dantooine, and 1 said Jakku. The right answer here is where the majority put their answer. It is Camino, with 80% of you getting that one correct. It is pictured in the GIF here, in fact. So, well done. We have one more question in the multiple choice round, and then we're going to head into the write-in round. So, question number 16. Seen in the film Solo, what species is Lady Proxima? Is it A. Dracelian, B. Claudite, C. Grindelid, or D. Nemodian? That timer has started. Go ahead and submit your answer. Seen in the film Solo, what species is Lady Proxima? Is it Dracelian, Claudite, Grindelid, or Nemodian? All right, that's time on question 16. Let's take a look at how you did. All right, this is the last question of the multiple choice round. We have a good answer split here. 12 of you said Grindelid, 11 said Dracelian, 5 said, Claudite, and 3 of you said Nemodian. The right answer here, though, is still what most of you thought it is, Grindelid, with 39% of the teams taking some points on the last multiple choice question. So, here is that look at the leaderboard for you guys. Dr. Jawan first now, Chai Force in second, and TK61455 in third there. So let me go ahead and get things ready for the write-in round. There will be 15 questions in this round as well, just like the previous round. I'll take a look at the comments. Oh, Darth Maul's legs. That's a really good team name. Once this is scrolled by one more time, I'll take another look at the comments just to make sure everybody's doing okay. While we do that, I guess while I switch that over, I can give you guys some more tips for the write-in round. So the write-in round, there will be 15 questions. You will have 30 seconds to answer each of these questions. And the points will not decrease as the timer does. So take your time. Make sure that the autocorrect on your phone doesn't get you. Make sure that you're typing things correctly. Like I said, I can totally accept answers that are close enough, but some of these are numerical, so it can't be like if the answer was 1, your answer can't be 103. So, it's just a quick note. Alrighty, let me go through these comments. Seagulls, stop it now. Alrighty. Alrighty, looks like everybody's doing okay. Well done. A quick note, in case anybody's interested, I don't make these or anything, but if you want one, I believe that the name of the shop is, oh god, I have to look it up. That's not very good of me. I should know off the top of my head. Knights of Pin, I believe, is the name of the shop if you're interested. So there you go. I'm not sure whether they have any anymore, but that is where I initially got it. So there we go. Taco Jawa would indeed be a fantastic late night taco joint name. Taco Jawa. They got to do that for a celebration in 2022. But anyways, let's go ahead and transition back to trivia. Here's question number 17. Again, this is a write-in round, so you're just going to type in your answer and then hit submit. So, question number 17. According to Obi-Wan, only the sound of what creature scares Tusken Raiders away? According to Obi-Wan, only the sound of what creature scares Tusken Raiders away? So that's the first question of the write-in round. That timer has now begun. Again, you have a full 30 seconds, but your points possible does not decrease. So even if you get this in with 1 second to go, it will still count. If you don't know, feel free to guess. You never know. Your gut feeling might just be correct on it. Yeah, it's worth a shot. But yeah, 150 points possible total. So it's like that first 5 questions of the night. But that ends the timer for question 17 here. Asked you guys, according to Obi-Wan, only the sound of what creature scares Tusken Raiders away? Let's see how you answered. We have a few answers here. Crate dragons, banthas, crate dragon, the brown note, crate dragon, my mother-in-law, dragon, bantha, tauntaun, Jawas, bantha, Snorlax, dragons, crate, people, and crate dragon, craft dragons. So the right answer, although a few different spellings were offered, is crate dragons. So, like I said, I am totally able to go in here and accept answers that are close, like crate dragon spelled like crate and barrel. So that's been lumped in. Pardon me, people's a fun answer. Alrighty. Crate dragon. Right, that is correct. Okay, we were looking for crate dragons though, not just crate or dragons. So that is the right answer here. 13 of you got that one correct. Well done. That should separate the standings a little bit further. But here is question number 18. Finish the quote by Yoda. When blank years old you reach, look as good you will not. You're going to finish the quote by Yoda here. When blank years old you reach, look as good you will not. You don't have to include years in your answer, although you're welcome to do so. And that timer has now started. Go ahead and submit what you think the answer is here. Finish the quote by Yoda. When blank years old you reach, look as good you will not. All right, that's time on question number 18. Let's take a look at the answers that you submitted. All right, we have 900, 800, 400, 300, and 900. The right answer here, I'm gonna, there we go. All right, the correct answer here is indeed 900 years. I guarantee a person, I don't even want to know a person who's 900, what that would look like compared to what Yoda looks like at 900. So there you go. 24 teams have points for that one. That's 80% of the teams, which is awesome. All right, 80% of people who answered, I suppose. But here's question 19. How old was Padme when she was elected the Queen of Naboo? How old was Padme when she was elected Queen of Naboo? And this is another number one, so that timer has started. And again, you're welcome to type out the number, or you can just write down the digits. Sorry, I was trying to think of the way to phrase that. All right, that's time on question number 19. Let's take a look at who knew it. There we go. Okay, 14, 13, 16, and 15. I'll tell you what, one of those answers is correct. And the right answer in this case is 14. 21 of you were correct there. Awfully young to be elected queen, but she does it fantastically. So 21 of you get some points on the board there, 150 points total to be exact. And let's go to question number 20. What does the Trade Federation vehicle abbreviation AAT stand for? This has to be exact. What does the Trade Federation vehicle abbreviation AAT stand for? So if you have one word that's not right, no points. So with that being said, the timer has started. Good luck. There you go. What does AAT stand for? If the spelling's off, that's okay, but you know. All right, that's time on question number 20. Let's take a look at who got that one correct. Oh boy, a lot of answers for this one. Dwight Schrute's Gym for Muscles jumps out at me as the correct answer. But here we go. Armored Assault Tank, All Armored Transport, Armored Assault Tank, All Area Tank, Air All Terrain, Advanced ARS Turbo Engine, Armored Ass Transport, All Terrain Armored Transport, Automated Armored Transport, Advanced Armored Tank, All Armored Terrain, Attack All Terrain, Armored Assault Tank, Aerial Armored Transport, All Area Terrain, Aquatic Automated, and then they cut off at the bottom. But suffice to say, one of these is correct, and the right answer here is Armored Assault Tank. So let me go ahead and accept a few of these. Armored Assault Tank. Trying to make sure I don't miss any of these. All About Pterodactyl was cut off at the bottom. That really is a tragedy. I want to make sure everybody knew that was an answer. So that means 8 teams get points on this one. Well done to those 8 teams. Here's question number 21, and then we'll take another look at the standings. The Force Awakens is set how many years after Return of the Jedi? The Force Awakens is set how many years after the events of Return of the Jedi? That timer has begun. Go ahead and submit what you think the answer is. Again, you're welcome to write out the number, the numerals, etc. All right, just a few seconds left on this one. All right, and that is time on question number 21. Let's take a look at your answers here. Okay, we have 30 years, 25, 27, 32, 34, 35, and 2. 2 years would be super quick to forget the Jedi and think they were possibly just myths. But the right answer here is 30 years. It was 30 years between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. So it's 18 teams taking some points on that one. Let's go ahead and see how it affected the leaderboard. We have Eddie C. in first, Minox in second, and Shy Force in third. So there you go. The rest of the teams' standings are scrolling by below that. I'll give you some time to read where you are in the standings. Alrighty, what do you think? There's still time to put points on the board. What's nice about these write-in questions is it means that they're all 150 points. So if you get one right, that's a whole lot of points. Whereas the multiple choice ones, it depends on how quickly you answer. So with that, we still have 10 questions left tonight. So let's get to question 22. In episode 1, on what holiday did the pod race take place? A specific name for that holiday in episode 1. On what holiday did the pod race take place? So, what do you think? That timer has now begun. Go ahead and type in your answer and hit submit. Just about half the time left on this one. And that is time on question number 22. Let's see how these answers stack up. All right, we have Boonta Eve, Life Day, Boonta Eve, Jabba's birthday, Free Slurpee Day, Halloween, St. Patrick's Day, Boonta Eve Classic, Eve Holiday, High Ground Day, Slave Day, Freedom Day, Boonta's Eve, and Federation Day. So the right answer here is Boonta Eve. So let me accept a few more of these. The name of the race is Boonta Eve Classic, so I will accept that too. Okay, I think I got all of them, yeah. All right, so that means 17 teams are putting points on the board with question number 22. Here's question 23. What city is home to Watto's Junk Shop? I almost went to read options for you guys. This is, of course, still right. And what city is home to Watto's Junk Shop? That timer has begun. Go ahead and submit what your answer is. What city is home to Watto's Junk Shop? Just a few seconds left on this one. Alrighty, and that was the few seconds, so let's take a look at who knew this one. We have Mos Espa, Mos Eisley, Jakku, Bose Eisley, Mos Espa, Scranton, PA, Detroit, Calgary, Mos Espa, Mos Eisley, I assume, and Corinthian. The right answer here is Mos Espa. I apologize if I don't mean to try to mispronounce some of your answers. I know that some of them, it's just a typing autocorrect issue. But the answer is Mos Espa, so let me accept a few of those. All right, so that's 15 of you taking some points on question 23. Here's question 24. Right, according to Luke's uncle, his father held what position on a spice freighter? According to Luke's uncle, his father held what position on a spice freighter? That timer has started. Go ahead and submit your answer for this one. which is according to Luke's uncle, his father held what position on a spice freighter? All right, that's time on question 24 here. Let's see who knew it. We have navigator, pilot, captain, engineer, rear admiral, baby spice, or scary spice, not sure. Anyone who gets this Googled it. All right, the correct answer here is indeed navigator. 50% of you taken points on that one. Sadly, it is not baby or scary spice. That's question 24. Here is question 25. Who, according to Darth Vader, is as clumsy as he is stupid? I think this one's pretty hard, but who, according to Darth Vader, is as clumsy as he is stupid? That timer has begun. Go ahead and submit your answers. What do you think? Who, according to Darth Vader, is as clumsy as he is stupid? Again, I think this one's pretty tough. Some of the more nitty-gritty stuff about the original trilogy escapes me. But very good films. I just haven't seen them as much as some of the other ones, but I have a few seconds left on this one, and for some of you, this was not a hard one. All right, and let's see who knew it. Oop, there we go. All right, we have Admiral Ozzel, Jabba the Hutt, Captain Needa, Obi-Wan, Hazel, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Mace Windu, Jar Jar Binks, Tarkin, Rex, General Yo Mama, Moff Tarkin, Captain Neater, and Donald Trump. Oh God, I mean. So the right answer here is Admiral Ozzel, and I will go ahead and assume that Hazel was Ozzel. So that one will be marked as correct, meaning that 11 of you will, 12, I apologize. 12 will be getting points for question 25. We're going to go to question 26 and then a final look at the leaderboard before the last 5 questions. What member of the Jedi Council is piloting a fighter when he's shot down by his clone troopers? I think it's way too soon for this question. But what member of the Jedi Council is piloting a fighter when he's shot down by his clone troopers? That timer has started. Go ahead and submit your answers. Guessing if anyone else has watched the final season of Clone Wars, you were also very wrecked by those episodes. Just oof. Big oof. All right, that's time on question 26. So here is how you answered. We have Plo Koon, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, Plo Koon, Klopu, Anakin, Mace, Plo, Obi-Wan, Ki-Adi-Mundi, and confused Porg sounds. The right answer here, though, is Plo Koon. That is never gets easier to watch. Alrighty, so let me mark a few of these as correct. Accept Plo. All right, so that is 12 of you getting points for question number 26. And here is that final look at the leaderboard before we head into the last 5 questions. We have Eddie C in first, Jedi Knight 3720 in second, and Minox in third. This keeps shuffling around every time. So I think that it could still easily be anyone's game. We have 5 questions remaining, so I'll let this scroll through one more time. And then we will head into the final 5 questions for you guys. There you go. Just make sure everyone gets a chance to see where they are. Alrighty, let's see question 27. How many cards are in a standard deck of Sabacc? How many cards are in a standard deck of Sabacc? That timer has started. What do you think? Go ahead and submit your answer for how many cards are in a standard deck of Sabacc. right, that's time for question 27. Let's see how you did. Holy cow, that's a lot of numbers. I'm not going to read off all of those, but I'll tell you the correct answer is 76. So there you go. And a quick glance tells me that nobody wrote that out, although if you had written it out, that would have been fine. Yeah. Okay, so 76 was the correct answer. That means 9 teams will get points for this one. So, question 28. R2-D2 is classified as what type of droid? I think this is one of the easier ones towards the end, but R2 is classified as what type of droid? That timer has started. Go ahead and submit your answers. R2 is classified as what type of droid? Pardon me, the droids are some of my favorite characters in the movies and the shows, honestly. I have action figures for, well, not action figures, plush toys is probably the, or Funko Pops for most of them. Yeah. R2 is a wonderful, wonderful droid, but what kind of droid is he? Alrighty, that is time. Let's see how you answered. We have Astromech, Astrodroid, Utility, Hornt, Asteromech, Astro, Android, Astromech, Astromech, R2 unit, and Astromech droid. The correct answer here is Astromech. So I'll take Astro droid because this is one that, you know, it's a bit of an easier one, so I'll accept those. In case anybody didn't know, Target's going to have some Galaxy's Edge stuff on Sunday. And if memory serves, there will be some cute little droids included in that. Alrighty. So that means 26 teams will be getting points for the R2 question. Here is question number 29. Just a few left. What was the name of the reprogrammed Imperial droid that helped break Jyn out of imprisonment in Rogue One? One of the best characters, absolutely a scene stealer. What was the name of the reprogrammed Imperial droid that helped break Jyn out of imprisonment in Rogue One? That timer has started. Go ahead and write down this droid's name. Sorry, it's just such a good character. What was the name of the reprogrammed Imperial droid that helped break Jyn out of imprisonment in Rogue One? He says, congratulations, you have been rescued. Alrighty, that is time on question 29. Let's take a look at how you did. We have K2SO, Steve, BD1, Hornt 2020, C424, the guy from Serenity and Firefly. I mean, yes, but the right answer here is K2SO. And I will accept any variation of that, including K2, because Cassian told me to. Alrighty. Few more there. The thing with the droids is there are so many ways to enter in what their names are. Okay, we will call that 22 teams that got points for this question. Here's question 30, 2 questions left here. The Tabana gas mining colony, Cloud City, lies on which planet? So Cloud City is on which planet? That timer has started. Go ahead and submit your answer now. Cloud City is on which planet? All right, that is time for question number 30. Let's take a look at how you did. All right, we have Bespin Reefer. God, I know that's not a planet name, but I can't figure out how to pronounce it. But yeah, it is not that. Star Trek is better than Star Wars. Bespin, and Kelso. The correct answer here is Bespin. I will accept Bespin. And Bespin. Alrighty. So 23 teams taking points on question number 30. Here is question number 31, the final question of the evening. I apologize, we're running a little bit over on time, but one of the main reasons that Uncle Owen acquired C-3PO was because Baru desired a droid who could translate what language? Again, one of the main reasons that Uncle Owen acquired C-3PO was because Baru desired a droid who could translate what language? That timer has started. Go ahead and type in the name of that language. Again, this is the final question of the evening, your last chance to put some points on the board. All right, and that's time for question 31. Let's see what you guys submitted here. We have Bocce in varying spellings, binary, Giscari, High Valyrian, Preedle, Moisture Vapor, Wookiee, and Vapoteers. The correct answer here is Bocce, so give me a second while I accept the various spellings. I didn't know it was spelled like bocce ball, to be honest with you. Although all the misspellings tell me that nobody really Googled this one. Okay, so yes, that's all of them. 21 teams will be getting points for this question. And that was the last question of the night. So, a little bit of a drum roll on my end, but here's that final look at the leaderboard. All right, Minox in first place. Jedi Knights 3720 in second, and Shy Force in third, with the rest of the standings scrolling by below. So, well done to everyone. Points on the board all around. I hope that you guys had a lot of fun playing Star Wars trivia, and that you didn't find this too difficult or too easy. I think it's nice to have a good medium, and I always say, even if you don't know some of the answers, it's fun to learn some new facts. Some of these I didn't know the answer to myself, because like I said, there are some facts from the original trilogy that continue to escape me, even if I've watched them like the day before. But that was all the questions I had for you guys. I want to thank Chicago Force again so much for hosting this trivia night, and by that giving me the opportunity to be able to have a little bit of a distraction for the night and to host trivia for you guys. Let me go ahead and switch back over to the YouTube stream now so I can read the comments. Alrighty, yeah, I know. It was, looking at the comments, I'm so sad to hear about the passing of Chadwick Boseman. Little hard towards the end, or when I read about it, to focus, and I apologize if I seemed a little bit distracted. That's hard news for anybody to read. I know that he was such a light to so many people. And yeah, I'm sorry that that was a little bit of a downer on the trivia night. But yeah, thank you guys so much for playing. I hope that this was a really nice night for you and a good end to the work week. May the Force be with you. Bye, guys.